Alex, I really don't have a lot of material. Guess what I usually do? Somebody retires, I gather material from them and then I embarrass them. But with Alex, we all know how stable he is. We all know how level-headed he is. But then when I started writing, I couldn't stop.
How much time you got in the meter, Phil?
What?
You got time in the meter?
No, I'm not in the meter. I'm trying to make sure my notes are in order. But like I say, I've been asked to do speeches like this for 20 years, and with Alex, he's normal, he's stable. I have really nothing to speak to tell about him. But I have one story. That's one of my favorite Alex stories.
I know which one.
You know it.
Yeah, I know which one.
He started new. He was Schenectady, right? He's working on a bicycle. Were you there, friend? It was Jose Catana.
Jose, right? Of course.
He's working at the bicycle. Now the bicycle is about what 100 yards from the tower, and in between him and the tower is a taxiway. There is no traffic in Schenectady. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing. So, but Alex had to deal with the tower chief, John. Then when Alex pulled up to the whole line, he would flash his lights, and then John would give him a green light and let him go. Well, I said, John, let me take care of this. So Alex gets up to the line, flashes his light, and says, don't give him the green light, give me the. So we held off. Meanwhile, Alex is flashing his lights, beeping his horn. Why don't they see me? It's 100 yards away. Finally, I go, okay, give him the green light. He had jumped out of his car at the time, and he's like, oh, don't you see me? So finally, we give him the green light, he jumps into his car, we give him the red light as soon as he goes. Yeah, we did that a couple of times. But John said, you're cruel. I've known Alex for 34 years, now he's 32 and a half. 30. So 33 years. Some people will say, that's an awful long time. Other people will say, why? You know him for 34 years. Alex tends to grow on you. The more you know him, the more you're likely to commit suicide. But I consider Alex a friend, not just a co-worker. I've been to his house. He's been to my house. It's only a coincidence that I moved after he got to my house. one weekend he watched my dog. I remember the dog. I had a friend pick up the dog. And the dog, my friend said, the dog never looked happy. But the dog died shortly thereafter.
That's true, he did die.
He died with a smile on his face. He has to go back to Alex. As I said, I know Alex for 32 and a half years now. There's one thing that I never noticed about him until my anal friend Vinny, a.k.a. Murray, mentioned it to me. Now Murray is kind of, getting off the subject a little, he's very anal. He's very...
How anal is he? He's so anal.
very critical of someone's appearance. I have to triple check myself whenever I come into the building because he's going to find something wrong with me.
Like when you spilt the lasagna all over the back of your head?
Nobody can notice that. Whether it was my hair color, my clothing, or the vodka sauce. But that's another story. Once he told me, he said, my face glowed. Now, how many men tell other men that your face glowed? But that's another story for another time. Well, anyway, Vinny points out the fact that Alex doesn't have eyebrows. Now, I can't help it. I said, "What happened to your eyebrows?" You know, George? Did he have eyebrows when you married him? One of the questions we have for Alex is, what are you going to do with all your time when you retire? He doesn't play golf, doesn't play tennis, doesn't really watch TV much. He says he's gonna walk a lot, and he's gonna go to Costco. I suggest with all your time you have, you better walk to Costco. He was retired for 4 days. He called John 3 times. It gets better. This morning, he told John that he checked his email, his voicemail, on his work phone, right? Now, his lovely wife, Georgia, whose birthday is today, 31. 31. 39. I asked her, now that Alex is retired, how would that change your lifestyle? She says she plans to work a lot more. She has to be very patient with Alex, or trained herself to ignore him, or she's totally deaf. Because we all know Alex, right? Let me get to the other page.
You're just as organized as your project.
That's my project.
You're just as organized as your project.
You're right. And you're going to have a problem you take over. I can guarantee you. I'll miss Alex. He was helpful at work. Not really work-related stuff, because whenever I asked him, I said, Alex, what's the story with this project? That's not my project. Go someplace else. That's not my project. But he was helpful in other ways. Every morning he'd come to our cubicles with his low voice. Hello, how are you? What's new? Realize every half hour he asked me what was new. But he was helpful because he woke me up. I'm going to miss you. Or he announced that I have 3,365 more days to go. He did. He counted 10 years ago. How long ago just start counting?
25.
His commute was a lot of fun. He had 70 miles one way. How he did it, I don't know. Then he got into a carpool with John. Now, why didn't that last too long?
It didn't last too long.
Why? Why? You want to be in the car with him for an hour and a half? John would pick him up at a parking ride they had. Even in January, February, it's cold up there. Alex would be so anxious to go to work, he'd be pacing outside the car. John would say, well, why wouldn't you be in the car with the heat on? Like any normal person would be.
He gave me a minute.
Huh?
We have to meet 5:25. He would give me 1 minute. 5:27. My phone would be
And
ringing.
he'd be pacing. And then when John would get off the Van Wyck, Alex would have his ID out. We're on Rockaway Boulevard. You got to know it. We had a nemesis in the office, Alex and I. It's a guy who said he knew me for many, many years, right? D1.
Yes.
This guy, I don't know, it's a long story. Anyway, one day he calls Alex. He made believe he was the guard downstairs. You know how Alex loves his cars. So the guard told him there's a dog in your car.
That's a true story.
True story. The dog in your car. Alex, in the pouring rain, goes down to the car to see. Comes back up and goes, there was no dog. Alex, do you think there was a dog in your car? And again with his cars, we were in the old building. Guards, fences, all kinds of security. He would club his car. More than once. Then when we went to Green Acres, which is the highest depth area in the area, he wouldn't lock his car. He would park in the back of the parking lot. And he goes, yeah, the thieves don't know we're back here. And when he would drive, he put that silly rear out the and all we hear, beep, 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 all the electric doors opening up and everything, and he having us so loud. So we were glad at the time when he stopped coming to lunch. That was the reasons not coming to lunch was, my sugar's too high, I don't like buffets, I eat too much. Or my favorite, I'm not eating today. But he loves his cars. We were driving to Philadelphia one time, and I was sleeping, because I didn't want to see where he was going. And he wakes me up. Phil, get up, get up, get up. What? Look, I'm going 110 miles an hour.
That was my younger days.
I couldn't go to sleep after that. And Alex is a real nice guy. We're at the end now. But you know, bad things happen to nice guys. Alex is the only guy who was ever mugged in JFK parking lot. Or how about the time somebody shot at you at the on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, or one of the turnpikes? Yeah. You remember that? He was right. Somebody shot. You remember that? Well, Alex, I'm glad you're here, and we'll miss you. We hope that you come to see us from time to time, but not right away. I need my hearing to come back. Good luck and best wishes.
I'll make mine short, I don't write anything down.
Yeah, this is typical because his plaque is off. It's so typical because we know Alex is a little off center. I'm going to try to read it. Federal Aviation Certificate Alex A. Agiros. What's your middle name? Mother could come up with any other.
It's
Triple A. Okay. Occasion of 32 years and 5 months of service to the people of the United States of America. I congratulate you.
Thank you.
Nice job, buddy.
You couldn't see the thing was crooked?
I'll make it quick. I didn't write anything down, but I'd like to wish everybody a happy new year. I don't know if I did that. A happy and healthy new year. And one thing I'd like to do is thank everybody for being here and for the people who organized this. I really appreciate it. And my final thing is that I hope you have what I had. You could leave and retire when you want to, not when they push you up. Lastly, I'd like to wish my wife a happy 31st birthday. Thank you. We really thank you very much.
Very good job.
That was my best. I'm retiring after that.